To get to some breaking news right now because we have that explosion rather in Mooresville. We want to go to our Richard Devane, who is on the scene. Richard, what are you seeing? What can you tell us at this time?
Yeah, we've got a much closer perspective, Jane. I'm going to step out of the way, let you see what is pretty much a very active scene here. As you said, confirmed one fatality. That's the person who was driving that tanker truck right here to Carolina Brewing Company. They do a number of beverages here. This scene's still very active. They have moved back, moved closer to the facilities, letting traffic go through. The hazmat issue is no longer as significant, or else they wouldn't let us this close. But as you can see, still a number of emergency vehicles here. Some employees told to check in with their HR department to see if they can get back into the building. Other people are walking around on the perimeters just trying to figure out what happened. So what we know, about 7:30 this morning, a tanker pulling into here, regular tanker, I believe, carrying nitrogen or some explosive thing, for some reason exploded. That caused this scene that you're looking at right now. We can confirm one person dead, other people possibly injured. Now, I did speak to someone who was in touch with the HR department here, our supervisors here, and they were telling them that no serious injuries to employees. We don't know if that has changed, but we can tell you that there have possibly been employees also injured. We do know that one person dead, presumed, and I don't know if Ruben can see from his perspective, but you still see men in their, I'm looking and seeing men in their hazmat uniforms walking across down to where that tanker is. Now, it's out of our view. It's around the corner here at Barley Place, which is where Carolina Beverage Company is. That's what they call it, Barley Park. Basically, it's around that corner, and so we can't see the actual explosion or the actual exploded tanker, but we can tell you that folks who were within 300 yards of this place, 3-4 football fields away, Aspire Sports, Penske Motorsports, they felt it. They felt the explosion. They said it felt like, one person said it felt like someone was driving through their wall. And when they, of course, heard this, they knew that there could be some significant damage. They then said they saw all of the fire trucks and things like that go. Now, to say that folks who work in motorsports corporations, businesses, heard that explosion, and that even gave them pause. They're used to working around loud noises and things like that. So when they're alarmed, you can just imagine how loud that was. Now, you're looking at what's happened here. We can tell you the sheriff's department was called, but was not asked to come out here. But we can tell you that we do see Mooresville Police Department. We know the Statesville Fire Department is also here. A number of other agencies here working. Now the process, of course, is the investigation into what caused that tanker to explode and what kind of damage or what might have happened to cause it to explode. Now, what we're doing, we're still here waiting to hear exactly the status of everybody involved, including the victim who unfortunately lost their life in this explosion this morning. Other people injured. I'm seeing more firefighters and walk down across that hill down to where that tanker is. This is just as they've gotten the tanker out, the explosion is contained, and I can tell you that the hazardous situation is no longer significant. Now, this truck is going to come in front of us. I don't know if this was somebody, because he was trying to apparently go in there. A lot of people have been displaced as far as delivery companies earlier throughout the day trying to make their deliveries and finding out that this situation had happened, trying to find out where they can go, how they can get into the building. Some of them finding out it's closed, but at least one thing we can tell you, this road is now open. That's, as you say, Mazapapa Road, I believe is how you pronounce it, or Mazapapa Road is now open to through traffic. The hazmat situation seems to be contained. We were told don't go any closer to past where the police have been set up, but the hazmat situation seems to be under control. We can tell you that we have been talking to a number of people in nearby businesses. They've told us what they heard, what they saw. Of course, you're getting a very close look at this situation. We're going to continue to investigate, see what we can find out, and we'll give you more information in just a little bit, Jane. But that's the situation. We're in Mooresville, and we're going to send it back to you.